Well, right now it's time to revisit again with our parenting expert, Nikki Bush, who joins us in studio to talk about the importance of parents identifying their children's talents as early as possible.
Now, continuing a very interesting discussion. Earlier, we spoke about parents identifying talent within their children. Now, we continue that conversation with our creative parenting expert, Nikki Bush, who I'm guessing day by day has to be more creative because it is such a brave new world that we exist in, not just for our children, but for parents. Now, we have access to so much. You can start your child out in just about any activity at any age. Do you think there's more pressure now on parents to identify that talent, to get the child going on their path to glory?
Absolutely, Graham. And we have a serious case of FOMO,
Yeah.
fear of missing out on stimulating all my children's talent. And parents seem to be quite obsessed, especially under the age of about 7 or 8. So they are enrolling their children in at least one activity every single day, even in preschool. And it's absolutely exhausting. And there seems to be this fear that if we don't activate and discover this talent very early on, we're going to miss it. Which I don't,
die off.
Yeah, I don't believe that's the case, and I think parents need to chill, take a chill pill. You've got time, and it's not all about the activities you enroll your children in, although those can help. So yes, by all means, let your daughter try out for ballet, let your son try out for judo or karate or soccer or whatever the case may be. Children need a basket of activities where they can try out, where they can experiment with their... And I think expressing yourself is a very important phrase that you've just used. It's not just about doing, but it is about expressing. And maybe that is the shift between the old way of thinking about talent and the new way of thinking about talent. And just don't get so fearful that you keep your children so busy that they have no time to what I call potter and ponder.
Just be still, yeah.
Because when children potter and ponder undirected by an adult, I find that's where the magic bubbles up. That's where they can take all their experiences, their exposure to all these activities, and then they can internalize it and bring it to the fore. So when you peep through the little crack in the door, watching your daughter playing in her room with her doll's house, or watching your son playing in his room with a whole lot of building blocks or something, when you actually observe the degree of engagement, that's where you see the connection with the activity or with something that's within the child.
Of course, that's where they get to, in a free way, apply what they're learning through those activities in their own context.
On their own, in their own way.
So all of this leads me to my next question. You know, we hear it so often, you know, the soccer dad. And I was lucky. I never had the pressure to do anything thrust on me. It was more like, do you want to try this? Do you want to open your mind? But do we find that there is still a lot of that, you know, that element of parents
that vicarious
living through their children?
Yes, unfortunately, it is quite real, especially in environments where parents are paying a lot for education, where it was the dad who thought he could have been the Springbok but wasn't, you know, or, you know, maybe the mum who thought she was going to be a doctor but didn't go that route, and where there's pressure on children to carry on the lineage of engineering because granddad was and great-granddad before. So be careful of falling into that trap, because and I think where you need to, where you can pick up clues as to whether this is a real interest or a real talent for a child is, are they actually engaging in that activity beyond official practice hours? Do they come home and of their own volition start kicking a ball 100 times against a wall or something?
Get onto Google and
playing,
start looking
exactly.
up.
Are they experimenting by themselves without being told what to do because it's of interest to them?
Oh, I love that. And do they actually enjoy it?
Exactly.
So we've covered a lot of ground, and it's very exciting. It's a nice kind of jumping off point. Any final advice?
Well, I have actually an event in Joburg on the 4th of April, and it's called Raising Talent for the New World of Work. So if any parents out there are interested in this topic of how to look at what the future looks like and how to engage your children's talents, come and join us. All the information is at nikkibush.com.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I feel very self-indulgent with these discussions. I'm learning some absolute gems out there, but hopefully that's helped you on your path, both checking your own baggage at the door, but also being in a space where you can help your child truly discover their potential.